Good morning, everybody. Give me just a second to turn the camera around. Okay, here we go. How are you guys today? Welcome to March. It's a windy day out here in New Jersey. I don't know if you can kind of see out there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Anyway, I'm Robin Link. I am your AHA coach, and I'm bringing to you your energy forecast for the week of March 2nd, 2016 to March 8th, 2016. That's just really hard for me to get those words out and believe that it's March. I don't know. It's a little crazy. So I want to talk to you a little bit about last week's forecast first, okay? I don't know if you guys watched or not, but last week the dominant theme of the week was health and healing. And I have to tell you, it was really a tough week for people. There were so many people who lost family members, people who lost pets, and healthy pets, like, just ending up with these freak incidences and not making it through. So last week was really intense, okay? So just in general, for the month of March, I do want you to know that the entire month of March really is going to be about power. It's going to be about being in your power. Over the next 4 weeks, I'll be with you to discuss the sub-themes, but it's definitely going to be about standing in your power, remembering your divine power, and the best way to do that, believe it or not, is to simply be authentic and be yourself. I know it sounds silly, especially when a lot of us don't even know who or what we are anymore, but just do your best to be you, because that's really going to help you to harness the energies of March. You're not going to be the same person at the end of the month that you are today. I mean, that's true of us all the time, but this month it's even more so. So it is really going to require you to really, as I said, be authentic. It's going to require you to be confident in and to continue to hold your head high and go for what you're looking for. Really commit to the life that you're trying to create, that you are creating. Let me rephrase that. I did read one report, and I'm just going to bring this up real quick before I talk to you about the specific energies for the upcoming week. I did read one report where it was suggested that 2016 is finishing out everything that has started in 2008, and I have to say I'm seeing that already a lot in my own life, and I'm hearing it from clients as well. So just keep that in mind. Think about what was going on for you in 2016, things you might have started, things that you might have ended, and just watch and pay attention and notice how it's coming back this year. So okay, the energy for the upcoming week, the theme of the energy of the upcoming week is communication. So there's going to be a lot of chances, a lot of situations where you're going to have to communicate, and you're communicating from your truth, right? Communication is your throat chakra, but it's also your truth center, right? It's if you're not speaking your truth, a lot of times you get a lot of blockages here. So that would be things like thyroid issues, sore throats, even swollen glands and stuff like that. So, and keep in mind, also, this is your throat, but behind your neck, your throat chakra goes all the way through. So anything going on in there, you need to ask yourself where you are not speaking your truth, where you're not being true to you, where you are not communicating authentically. okay? And just remember, this isn't about being a bitch if you don't like something. It's not about being nasty, but it is about standing up and putting yourself first. It's not narcissistic. It's engaging in self-care so that you can actually have more to give to the rest of the world, okay? So, like I said, the theme for the week is communication. So let's take a look at the energy that's going to be supporting you, okay? Give me a second to pick up the card. Okay, so the supporting energy of the week is charisma. So what's charisma? You know those people that to me, George Clooney has charisma, you know? He's just likable, and he's just got a way about him that wants you to be around, you know, that you want to be around him. So who is that in your life? Who just has that divine magnetism that you just want to hang around them? That's charisma. So for you this week, if you really want to communicate in that highest way without having to be mean and without having to be nasty and yet still be authentic, I want you to tap in to your charisma, tap into the energy of charisma. And remember, even if your conscious mind and your personality doesn't know where your charisma is, or you don't believe you're charismatic, you got to remember something. You know, you are the universe. You have every single energy within you that exists within the universe and beyond. So charisma is there. Just set your intention to tap into your charisma. Okay, and you'll be able to speak and say what you need to say in a more engaging way, in a way that's more kind, and possibly even it won't be so uncomfortable for you if you have to say stuff that is maybe not so easy to say, let's call it, okay? So now here's where the energy that's going to be challenging you is. The challenging energy is going to be in staying still and staying quiet, all right? So now let's think about this. If this week is all about communication and we need to tap into the energy of charisma so that we can communicate in a more easy, in a more effortless way, and in a more effective way. Easy, effortlessly, and effectively. There we go. Got all the 3 E's in there. Then you're going to need to be quiet and take time to shut the mind down or not engage in the thoughts that cross your mind so that you can find those words, so that you can communicate easily, effortlessly, and effectively. Okay? So that's really, really important. So now, where are your ahas going to be this week? Your ahas are going to be in those little leaps of faith. And it's going to be in the faith, in knowing that even though you may not believe that you can tap into all the energy of the universe, and maybe because you haven't been able to before in an effective manner, if you continue to just have the faith that it can happen and that it will happen, and follow the signs and take the steps that lead you in the direction of making these things happen, then you're not going to have a problem communicating effectively, easily, and effortlessly. Your charisma is just going to be there. You're just going to be a beacon. People are going to want to be around you. Your natural personality is going to come out. Your natural talents and abilities are going to show up. Okay? And then the stillness and the quiet, again, that's where it's going to take a little bit of work. You're just going to have to work on that a little bit and keep the faith that you can get there. So I just want to say something really quick about the stillness and the quiet, because that really is talking about meditation and sitting in nature and and they talk about quieting the mind and stilling the mind and shutting down the mind. Let me remind you, you are human. Your mind is always going to be going. It's just always going to be going. It doesn't ever stop. Okay? So don't make yourself wrong for that. What you are learning how to do when you're trying to what we call quiet the mind is not engage in all of those thoughts. When you're sitting there and you're closing your eyes, you're like, oh, am I doing this right? Oh, I don't know. Oh, here's a thought. Oh, shit, now I'm doing it wrong. Oh, blah. Yeah, no. Okay? It's like you close your eyes or you keep them open. I don't care. Whatever works for you. But you get in that place where there aren't distractions, okay? My boyfriend has a meditation he calls the bathroom meditation, where you just sit in the bathroom and that's where you take your meditative time. You find the space. Thoughts are going to cross your mind, okay? They're going to come across. Point is, don't engage. When you're thinking about when your grocery list shows up in your head and you see milk, eggs, and bread, don't sit there and think, oh man, am I going to make French toast? It's like, okay, milk, eggs, and bread, and thank you. And something that I do that really helps me is when the thoughts come across my mind and, I kind of see them here, I take my hand and I go like this. And I push them away. And it really helps. There's just something about using that physical motion of pushing the thoughts aside that really help to keep you from engaging in them and getting all stuck in them. So let me just recap again. Just a reminder that the month of March, like I said, is going to be all about power. You're not going to be the same person you are at the end of the month. It's a big month. It's an intense month. I don't want to put a negative spin on it because it really is a positive thing. But, you are going to need to be, again, more authentic and you're going to be learning what that looks like for you because a lot of you have forgotten what it means, okay? And so the week-by-week forecast, you can check me out every Wednesday here on Periscope. Robin_Link, or on my YouTube channel, which is RobinLink1. I'll be bringing you the weekly, themes so that you can get through the month a heck of a lot easier. So just a reminder, you're going to be having a lot of communication stuff coming up this week. And again, in the communication stuff, it's about being true to yourself, speaking truthfully, speaking authentically, and, keeping in mind the throat chakra stuff, right? Which, again, the front of your throat works to the back of your throat, so it's really this whole area. That's where we hold our divine truth, okay? Charisma, tap into your natural charisma and magnetism so that when you do speak your truth, and even when it's not, we talk about it all the time as, telling somebody the truth, maybe you don't want to do something and we feel like we're going to hurt their feelings. But this is also about speaking truth positively. The stuff that we like to say, when you do it with in an engaging way and when you speak it and you tap into that charisma, then it makes it even more fun and it raises the vibration of it even more. Your challenges are going to be getting into that quiet space. So just remember, when the monkey mind starts going, even if you're not meditating, when the monkey mind starts going, just go like this and close your eyes if you can. Close it and just push those thoughts out of the way. Just move them aside. Okay? Don't engage in them. All right? And it is the ahas are going to show up in those leaps of faith and in those moments where you just allow faith to take the lead. Remember, having faith does not mean not taking action. It's not sitting in your bedroom just waiting for that job to show up without, checking out Craigslist or letting your friends on Facebook know that you're looking for work, applying when you see the help wanted sign at 7-Eleven. You got to do the physical human stuff, but have the faith and the knowing that it will show up. All right, you guys. So one more thing. I just want to talk to you about for the upcoming month, I'm going to be just reminding you that I do have a vibrational sacred mister called it's the Isis Empowerment Spray. This would be a really phenomenal tool for you to use to add to everything else that you are using to step into your power and take your steps this month and become empowered and become really fully grounded in the heaven energy and in the earth energy. It's so definitely look into the empowerment spray. It's on my website, robinlink.com. Linke is how we spell link. And that would be a really phenomenal tool for you to add to all the other goodies that you're using this month to be able to step into your power and do your work and be yourself and communicate. I love this. I think I'm going to post this week. Communicating easily, effectively, and effortlessly. We really, really, really want to work on that this week, and I just love that. Also, I will tell you, if you go on my website, there's a free download for that. I can't think of the word, sorry. So that you can take action now without procrastinating, ending procrastination and taking action. So that's on there too. I encourage you to sign up for that because there's a lot of helpful tools in there. And that's also just going to be a big theme for the month, right? If you taking action is often what helps you to feel empowered. And so that would be another phenomenal tool for you to add to your toolbox this month. So communicate, right? Communicate, tap into your charisma, push the thoughts aside so you can get into that stillness and quiet and have the faith to know that you got this. All right, everybody. So I thank you all for being here. Subscribe, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, all of that. You're very welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.